Hi guys, my name is Stephanie and you're highly welcome to my YouTube channel. So in today's video, I'll be making use of this red touches material, which is about 2 yards 30 inches to make this COWL BUBU gown. So if you're interested, please keep watching, like, subscribe and share this video as well. And I also have this other materials here that I'll be making use of at the course of this project, so please keep watching. So guys, I've actually gone ahead to divide the 2 yards 30 inches into two. One piece is going to be for the back, one is going to be for the front. So I'll just go ahead and arrange it and then pin it down so that when I'm moving it, it will not scatter. And then if you're actually making it for a plus size person, I think 3 yards will actually be okay. And then it's actually depending on how you want the core effect at the side to be. So I've gone ahead to pin it down. So the next thing I'm going to do is that I'm going to be marking a straight line at the upper side, which will serve as my starting point. I will mark a straight line all the way to this other side. So I'll go ahead and mark the back neck depth of about 1 inch. I'll go ahead and mark it, and then the width I'm making use of 3 inches. I'll mark 3 inches and then connect it to the 1 inch. And next is that I'm going to be dividing her shoulder. Her shoulder is 17 divided by 2 is 8.5. So I'll go ahead and mark the 8.5 there. So each of the pieces is folded by 2, the back by 2, the front by 2. So I'm just marking it. So all in all, I have about 35.5 inches. I have 35.5 inches here. So the next thing I'm going to do is that I'm going to be slanting the shoulder. I will just start from where the neck width actually stop, and then I'll slant it all the way to the end of the fabric. So guys, I later on discovered that the fabric was not straight, so I had to reduce some, to mark and reduce some by the side. So now I have the wideness of about 34 inches. It was 35.5, now I have 34 inches. So now I'll be extending the shoulder from that 8.5 inches. Remember that we divided her shoulder by 2 and then we marked 8.5. So from that marked line, I'll be extending it, so I have about 14 inches right there. I'll be making use of 14 inches. So for the armhole, it's actually going to be long a bit, so I divided her elbow by 2. So I'll go ahead and mark it right there, and then I'll add extra inches because of sewing allowance at the upper side and the downside. So I'm making it to be 8 inches because I don't want it to be too open. So I've actually gone ahead to mark that. So I'll just go ahead and mark just half an inch from inside, and then I will use my scissors and then notch it from there. So guys, for the downside of the gown, I'm making use of 14 inches for the wideness at the downside. So 14 inches is actually going to be okay because it's going to be free at the downside. Okay, I've already marked it, and then the full length that I'm making use of is 58 inches. Her full length is 58, but this material is by 60, and half an inch is already taken at the upper side, which served as my starting point. So I'm not going to cut it. The rest of the measurements I'm going to be folding at the downside. Okay, I'm just going to leave it like that and then fold it. So guys, I've already marked it down with my chalk. So there's going to be slit at the downside. So the slit is going to start from the down, and then I'm marking from the downside all the way to 20 inches. That's actually where I want the slit to stop. So from the downside, I mark up to 20 inches, and then I'll go ahead and connect a straight line from there all the way to the 20 inches. So guys, like I marked before, I marked half an inch inward, and then I went ahead to like notch it, to just open it up there with my scissors, because I'll be folding the sleeve, I'll be folding the upper side. So from that marked point, I'm going to be connecting a slanted line all the way to the 20 inches that I marked upward. So I'll just slant it with a ruler all the way to the upper side to actually give it that core effect. So guys, I'm actually done doing that. As you can see, I just placed this long ruler and then I connected the line all the way to the downside. So that's basically what I did. So this is basically how everything looks like from the shoulder to the side. So the downside, I had to correct it because it was not straight. I had to make sure that it was 14 inches that was at the down all the way to the 20 inches. So guys, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to like be tracing this 3 inches of neck width on the front piece. I'll just trace it on the down part, and then I'll go ahead and cut out the neckline of the back, and I also cut from the shoulder line as well. So I'll be using the down part as the front piece and then the upper one as the back piece. So I'll go ahead and cut the half an inch. You know, I left half an inch before the starting point, so I'll just cut it like that and then cut all through to the shoulder and then cut it all the way to this other side as well. And then I'll also go ahead and follow the marked lines from where the armhole is actually going to stop. I'll cut all the way to the 20 inches that I marked, and then I'll connect it all the way to the full length of the gown. So guys, I'm actually done doing that, so I'll go ahead and remove the pins and then remove the back from the front, so that I'll be able to cut the neckline of the front. So from the upper side, I'm going to be marking down by about 8.5 inches, and this actually depending on how deep you actually want it to be. If you want it to be more deeper, you make it to be more deeper. If you don't want it to be that deep, you will still mark it. So I want to make use of 8.5 inches, so I'll go ahead and mark it right there. So the neck depth for the front is going to be 8.5, but the width is still going to be the same with the back, which is like 3 inches. So I'll go ahead and use my ruler and then slant it just the same way you see in this video, all the way to the 8.5 inches. So guys, after doing that, I'll go ahead and cut it with my scissors just the same way you see like this, and then when I'm done doing that, I'll remove the rest of the pins and then separate the both sides. So this is actually how the front looks like. See how the V shape is, and then this is how the back looks like. So I've also gone ahead to cut this piece that will be turning the front, and then this piece that will be turning the back as well. So guys, I actually took this for someone to help me to weave it, and then he mistakenly weaved the neckline of the front as well, and then the thing is just looking, it's not, the V is not no longer you looking as sharp as it was before. It's not looking sharp at all. You see how this piece is looking. This is actually how it was supposed to look like, but now it's so wide, so I still have to like look for a way to do it. And then he did the same thing for the back as well, but that one is not actually an issue, it's just the front that is my problem. So I will still look for a way to do it. Just pin it down. I'll just carefully pin it down. So I actually pin it and I took it to sew, but it's not looking sharp at all, but it's still okay. And I did the same thing. I turned the back neckline as well. So I'll place the right sides facing each other, and then I'll open up the neckline like this. I'll just open it up like that, and then I'll go ahead and sew it all the way to the other side, and I'll do the same thing to the other side as well. So guys, I'm actually done sewing the both shoulders. I actually turn it, and I also use hemming gum to actually hem all the way so that the inner will not be flying out. And what I'm going to do is that from the sleeve side, I'm going to be folding it into two. I'll just fold it into two and then sew it all the way, and then I'll do the same thing to the other side as well. So guys, after doing it, this is actually how it looks like. I also went there to iron it so that it will be neat. I folded the both sides, and then I will turn it over to the wrong side, the right sides facing each other, and then I will go ahead and sew about an inch from that side all the way to the 20 inches that I marked. I actually marked earlier, and I'll do the same thing to the other side as well. So when I'm actually done, I will be folding the sides. I'll fold it by two. I'll sew it all the way to the downside, and I'll do the same thing to this other side as well. So guys, I'm actually done doing that, and this is actually how it looks like. So you see that this armhole side is not wide at all. This is actually how I want it to be, this sleeve side, and then the down part as well. I also went there to fold the down part as well. So the next thing I'm going to be doing is that I will just go ahead and iron everything out so that it will be neat and flat. So I'll just go ahead and iron it. So guys, thank you so much for watching. This is the end result of the gown. I hope to see you in my next video. Bye.